Life is this. I like this.
Alright, what's going on? It's another day. So I'm changing up my split a little bit. Since my last back day was kind of crappy, I'm going to be hitting back again today, I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling like anyways. And then I'm going to go into a rest day and then smash out some legs. Try and get everything switched around the way it's supposed to be for when I start going into my cut. Hitting the hardest one first, legs, getting it out of the way and making the rest of the week just a little bit easier, right? Or the rest of my split, I should say. So I'll probably be doing a 3-day split during my cut. I think that's how it's going to go, but we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes things change up, right? But usually, again, hardest one out of the way, it'll be legs, probably back, and then chest, right? And then a rest. But we'll see. We'll see. But at least get that hard one out of the way. So if I do decide to do deadlifts on my back day, my back's not completely overloaded, where I'm just dying through rocking my legs, right? Like getting that nasty pump in my back because of barbell squats, or having to lunge or anything like that, right? It makes it a lot better. Oh. But yeah, something I kind of want to talk about is trying to maintain your own frame, mostly, right? Especially when not even in the gym, like just going through your daily life. It's something I read a while ago, is not to show your emotions, or showing your emotions in front of people is like bleeding in front of a shark. And that makes sense, as in a way where you show yourself to be vulnerable or susceptible in any way, and that they may be understanding and say they're caring and stuff at that point, but then in the future they'll use it against you, right? So not lately, but the past year, 2 years, maybe 2 years max, I'm gonna say, maybe a year more like it, I've been really working on maintaining my own frame, right? The best you can. You know, some situations are hard, you may not be prepared for them, right? So it kind of throws you off guard, you know, you may let them get the best of you, right? But it comes back around next time, you got a head on your shoulders, you can kind of strap down and, you know, maybe laugh it off or be like, ha ha, right? And that can really take people off guard. Like I remember, not everybody, right? Like if you're courteous, right? Like I do believe it's a shared space in a gym. You don't have authority over filming. I don't care how big of an influencer you are, right? If you're paying for a gym membership, you don't own the gym. You know what I mean? And even still, if you own the gym, you should show courtesy to your members. You're gonna lose members, right? But if there's anyone in my shots, like I usually go around asking like, hey, do you mind being in this shot or anything? Or like, you know, if I'm making you uncomfortable, like I'll make sure to stay out of the way, right? And film so you're not in it, right? But some people got this macho egotism about them, which isn't cool, right? So I had, where I was going with this story is I had I don't know if she was looking for something or trying to rile someone up or start some shit, right? But I had this elderly woman say, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was along the lines of like, you're not recording me, are you? Or I'm not going to be in those videos or anything, or do you have permission? That's what it was. Do you have permission to film in the gym? There we go, that's what it was. I just had to ramble on a little bit and it popped up. But it's, do you have permission to film in the gym? And I'm like, no, I don't need permission to film in this gym as long as I'm not filming anybody else, right? So I make sure to, and I said to her, like, I make sure to be courteous that no one else is in the video. And if I know there are other people around or someone may be in the shot, I make sure to see with, like, ask them if they mind being in my shot, right? Of course, if they do, if they say, yeah, I don't want to, then I'll adjust as necessary. But usually if you're courteous enough and you give people the respect, they're gonna be fine with being in your video. You're gonna have that one random person who thinks she's gonna be fucking blow up because she's doing the dumb workout, or she's just, you know, she's trying to hide from her ex who's stalking her. I don't even know why these people don't want to be recorded, right? But you got the random person who's gonna blow up and be like, no, you can't record me, I don't want to be in your video. You know what I mean? It's the random one. And I don't know if they got something going on in their life, they just gotta fucking take it out on you, or you know, try and rain on your parade of trying to create content or better yourself, right? But my big belief is treat everyone with kindness, right? And you know, essentially it's like the Selena Gomez song. I don't listen to Selena Gomez, but it's a freaking well-known song. It comes on the radio sometimes, like, kill them with kindness, and it's true, right? Just be happy. You know, so you know, after me explaining the way I did to that woman, saying like I make sure if anyone's in my shot that I ask their permission if they mind being in it, or like, you know, I'll adjust as necessary, and that I don't need permission as long as I'm not filming anyone else, she seemed to kind of back off in a way, right? Like, I don't know if she was expecting me to react differently or what, but you know what I mean? It's just, again, you know, and then I haven't come across it yet, and I hope I never do, but there will be the person one day who's going to be like, oh, yeah, they're still going to try and rile me up, and hopefully I handle it well, right? But until that day comes, I don't know. But yeah, keeping a level head on your shoulders, just being the best version that you can be, and that trying to be, of course, the happiest version of yourself in this crazy world we got, is going to help you overcome almost any situation. And you know, you kind of just laugh it off, and it actually might piss the other person off more, and they'd be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of just ruin their world, which, you know, we don't want to do. But, you know, a dick deserves a little bit of dick back, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's my talk for today. I'm gonna get to the gym, smash some back. Don't really know exactly what I'm hitting. It's gonna be go by what I'm feeling today. I might start off with like some some dumbbell rows is what I'm gonna say, and yeah, I don't know. We shall see when I'm there, but I will see you there. Yeah. Okay, warm up is done. On to barbell. I was gonna do dumbbell today, but all the benches were taken. They're now free, but I took that as a sign as I have to do barbell rows today. So I'm doing those hard, grindy reps, like I was saying, trying to prepare myself for when I'm depleted. You know, pushing past that pain threshold barrier, because about 2 weeks from now I'm starting to cut pretty hard, right? Going into fasting. I'll be doing like 24, 48-hour fasts while still training, so that becomes really mentally draining. So starting with hard, grindy reps at this point helps build me up into that. So just lightweight, building up, trying for 20s, hard contractions, adjusting weight as necessary. I think that's all right. 135, hard contractions anywhere from a second to 2 seconds. Right, just trying to keep them as isolated as possible. Trying not to allow that torso to raise up, right? Leg drive or anything, just, oh yeah, freaking deadly. So I got 2 more of those, anywhere from a 2 to 3 minute break. Allow the lactic acid to disperse, allow that heart to calm down. And then same thing, trying to keep that exact same tempo the whole way through the next 2 sets. I will see you for the next one, which will probably be more lat dominant. Yeah. Okay, rows done. Now we're going into 3 sets of lat pull-downs. Again, just trying to grind these out. We're gonna be doing held contractions anywhere from 2 to 3 seconds. I'll be strapping up to take my grip out as much as possible, so my grip, of course, doesn't fatigue, and just trying to grind the lats out as much as possible, right? These are gonna hurt just like the barbell rows did. Those sucked too, but yeah, sucked good. Wait, am I even set up right? I can't even see. There we go. I guess 15 is the number. But those were good. Held my contractions like I wanted. And then, you know, last 3, I started to use my body momentum just to get into that held contraction and just keeping tension, controlling it as much as possible, right? So 2 more of those. Probably gonna drop back 10 pounds just so I can get a better contraction. I found my left side was dominating quite a bit through that movement, right? I want them to be as even as possible in this movement and through all movements I'm doing, right? So I think that drop back will help a little bit. That's what I'm looking for. So 2-minute, 3-minute breather, just like the barbell rows, you know, let everything relax, not relax, but let my heart calm down, let the lactic acid disperse, and let's hit that next set just like we hit that last one, right? Easy. Okay, lats smashed. Like I said before, adjusting weight as necessary. My first set, it was hard, and it was, I'm gonna say easily not easily attainable, but I was able to hit my reps with that weight. My second set, I had to do a drop, even from already dropping the weight, 10 pounds, I had to drop an additional 5 pounds to finish the set. And my last set, I had to drop all the way down to 125 just to be able to keep that 2-second contraction, right? So just trying to keep you up to date on what I'm actually doing, not just being like, haha, I stuck to the same weight and grinded it out. No, I dropped and tried to keep that contraction as consistent as possible and the reps as consistent as possible, right? So now I'm dropping into rear delts. I'm gonna be grinding up the rear delt single arm as you see me doing, leaning off of like a rack, like over there, and you know, just grinding out high reps, die. Starting with the weaker side first. Am I in camera? Yes. I was thinking like half-ish way through that set that I was gonna increase my weight, but around that point is when the burn really started to set in. The contraction was great, so I'm gonna stick to the same weight through the entire set. And I don't know if you noticed in that motion, I was internally rotating. I do talk about in one of my older videos not to internally rotate during any of your movements if you're newer to the gym, as you're not exactly sure
how to execute movements properly without hurting yourself, right? So causing an impingement while training is not very safe. So I don't recommend that for beginners, only for advanced lifters. I got 3 of those sets of those per arm, about a 30-second in between each set, and then rotating into the next arm, right? Just grinding sets of 30, keep that contraction tight and try not to lose it, right? Hard contractions and just a nice flowing movement for these. Easy. All right, rear delt smashed. I've decided for my last one, I'm gonna go and target some traps a little more, right? Traps, mid, upper back. And then this will be my final exercise. Again, just grinding those reps out, trying to create that pain threshold barrier, get a little over my mind or control of my mind before I start cutting hard and having to train hard like this, right? Oh, and I actually decided, I think I'm gonna stretch today, which is gonna be a good thing. I neglect stretching way too much, so after, I'm gonna do 2 sets to failure, hard contractions, right, just like I've been doing, and then I'm gonna go into some stretching. Probably won't record this, well, the stretching of course, I'll record my shrugs, and then I will see you back in the car after these. Ha. I feel like I should have strapped up for those just because of the high reps. Oh, but as you saw, right, grinding out what I could, trying to keep that contraction hard. Then I started to pump them out, but maintain that contraction, setting the weight down for 2-ish seconds as necessary, grind out another 5, right, and repeat until essentially, failure. Ooh, but I think I gotta strap up for my next one, just so I'm not worried about my grip so much, right? Because it started to give pretty hard there. Oh yeah, if I'm thinking about my grip, I start not focusing so much on the movement and on my traps so much, right? Remember, as I explained in my other videos, I'm not just shrugging to my ears. I'm almost bringing those elbows and my shoulders backwards, right? Back in an arcing motion. Traps are part of the back. You're gonna hit more of the traps that way. Oh, shit, my battery died. My battery died, ridiculous. But yeah, in that back motion, right? Bringing the shoulders back, almost like a slight arcing motion just to target more of that trap. You're gonna get more activation that way. Ooh, but yeah, one more of those, and then I'll be doing stretching and I'll see you back in the car. Yeah. All right, what a banger. Now that's something I find demotivates me sometimes, is always trying to push weight, push weight, push weight. And like eventually at one point I wasn't hitting my numbers anymore, so I would try to hit that 405 squat, say, and I'd fail. And then the rest of my leg days just ruined, I find, because I didn't, I gave it my all, so now I'm not hitting the weights I normally could hit. By failing that, I lost my motivation because not hitting that weight, right? So just doing those deadly grinder sessions are really good. And I always come out of those feeling great, like my muscles have been worked. Oh, I think I was talking about this yesterday too, and something I do want to be adamant on is wash your hands hard. Because that disease, I don't even know how new it is or how old it is, but I think it's called trich going around, lives in wet environments, right? It's transmitted through sweat and through damp. So people say someone has it and they're using weights and they don't wipe their weights down, and now you grab these dumbbells, and most people don't wipe their dumbbells down, right?
and you're doing your workout, and then you go and you touch your face or something, or you go and you take a leak without washing your hands. Well, now you've just given it to yourself. And it is curable with antibiotics, right? You got to go to the doctor or whatever, get them prescribed, then you get the antibiotics and go through like the week trial or whatever it is. But so I make sure extra careful to wash my hands before I take a piss when I'm training. And just, I'm always adamant about washing my hands generally. But you don't want to get that because, no one wants a freaking sexually transmitted disease. Gnarly. Freaking gnarly. But at least it's curable. Because if that shit wasn't curable, I would not be going to public gyms. I just make sure to be a little more sanitary than I once was. Like, I've always been good with wiping my equipment down. It's just proper. I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for, but it's just, if you were raised right, you'll wipe your equipment down, right? Like, you'll put your plates back. Like, come on. It's not that hard, right? Don't leave your plates there. What if some elderly person wants to use that machine after you? Now you're going to expect them to move a plate that they wouldn't have used? Maybe they just want just the leg press platform, right? They don't need a plate or even a 10-pounder on there. But you leave a 45er on there, on both sides or more, and now you expect this elderly woman or elderly man to be like, well, no, I have to fucking move it. Now they're going to be prone to hurting themselves. Well, that's a dick move. I don't care if you're a dude or a girl. That's a dick move. What do we call girls who are dicks? Just dicks or like badges or like... I don't know what you call them. Oh, I know the word, but it's... Probably shouldn't say that one on camera. That came to me. Yeah, that's not a camera word. Woohoo. That was good. Going into rest day tomorrow, and then coming back to smash some legs. Gonna be nice. Just doing grinder reps like I've been doing today, right? Nothing heavy. Just trying to keep that contraction in the muscle and grind that muscle out. Actually squeeze it. Let the muscle know it's working. Alright. That's it. I'll see you in a couple days. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.